Listen, if you were here and we were doing a live, we had beautiful slides ready and everything to show you. Having a little bit of a technical issue, it's not working right. It kind of like I was moving in the slides, but it was still on the first one. So we're just going to do it like this today. I mean, I have a lot of really good information, have a lot of stuff written down. So I just want to give it a few minutes again to, because now new notifications, so have to be sent out. So anybody that was there, hi Savannah, hi, how are you? Okay, so everybody's here. Now I just want to let you know, don't go away if you're a Karatbars member, because the beginning is, it's basically for newer people, people that maybe haven't joined yet, people that you're bringing on. So I just want to give it a few minutes, okay? Okay. I'm not dancing. I'm not in Vegas. Okay. Okay, so basically, I think the music should stop now. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Martha Cherian, and this is for anyone who'd like to learn about the Karatbars Vision for Humanity. Now, and also how you can be part of this great company and make history, because as far as I'm concerned, and a lot of people are concerned, Karatbars is good for humanity. So I want to thank you again for coming. If you're watching this live and you're there, just hit hashtag live. Later on, if you're watching this, just hit hashtag replay. So I want to just start real quick. Like I said, the beginning is going to be for newer people or people that haven't joined yet. So if you want to bring people on, bring them on. And in a little while, it's going to be more for people that are already in Karatbars. Today is kind of like the flagship video. We're going to be doing this Monday through Friday. Okay. So today we're going to do some basic stuff on the training, but starting Monday, we have some really good subjects that we're going to be doing. We're going to take one little piece and really dissect it and talk about that as far as like how to market your Karatbars or any business for that fact. So so that's why we're here today. Now, if you're here and you want to protect the value of your savings, accumulate generational wealth by saving in gold and gold-backed crypto, or if you're looking for a steady or weekly or monthly stream of income, then you're in the right place, okay? So on that note, I just want to briefly tell you a little bit about us, just so you know where we're coming from. We're not, me and Abe is my husband, we're both with Karatbars. We're not business opportunity junkies, and we don't jump from like one opportunity to another. Both of us weren't born with, so to say, silver spoons in our mouths. Both of our families kind of struggled with money all their lives. We both worked in menial paying jobs. We both did sales and marketing later on, door to door. Abe went to college. I did not. When I was at high school, my mom got sick and I ended up hanging back, taking care of her. And then, I just never went back. That's a big issue, I guess, if you don't go right away. So we were doing door to door. We hated the rat race. It was like really, really getting to us, but it kind of forced us to take responsibility for our future. So in 1999, we started our first online business. And we've been doing business online ever since, really. We never, after that, we never went out and worked for anyone. So it's been about 19 years since we started that business, probably 20 actually. And we stuck with it through the thick and thin and the ups and downs. And we really both feel that we need to, or you need to stick with something until you get where you want to be. So that's kind of like where we are. With Karatbars right now. Now, in 2008, though, the crash, we lost all of our retirement savings in the market. And basically in 2010, or subsequently in 2010, we lost all of our real estate investments, and we ended up having to claim bankruptcy. So we still kind of stuck with our business, obviously, and we built it back up. And we didn't kind of like join like one get rich quick scheme after another. We finally did get back on our feet though, and the first thing we did was we taught ourselves about money, educated ourselves and how wealth really works. So we realize now, we look back and we kind of laugh because we were so ignorant about how the financial world worked, and we couldn't hold on to the savings that we worked so hard for. Like, instead of making our money work for us, we worked for the money. So basically, owning our own business is great, but if you don't understand how to make the money work for you, you'll basically still be in a job, living paycheck to paycheck life, no matter what. And basically, that's it. That's probably a large part of the population. That's the kind of condition that they're in right now also. So it's just the way it is. You have to educate yourself. Now, there are many ways that you can get into this, or get out of this depressing situation, I should say, and get into what people call the freedom lifestyle, okay? Now, there's a few things that you can do. Save your money in gold or other precious metals, so that holds the value of your savings. To invest in something that's earning and giving you a return each month. That's a big thing. Earn residuals from your efforts. Basically, a residual income is really what you want, a steady residual income. Now, if you have these things, if you have these three things in your plan, you can live that life of freedom out of the rat race and actually give back to your family as far as a generational wealth type situation. Now, the reason why we joined Karatbars was because we found all of that in Karatbars International. Okay, saving in physical gold. You can get the best quality gold, and they give free storage, and they'll even ship it to you for a small fee. But I mean, you can't beat the storage. Okay. Investments. Now, we don't say investments, but we say investments in future technologies like the phone, the K1 Impulse phone. That is going to be huge. It is going to be a disruption in the market. So stay tuned for that. So that's what I mean by investment in future technologies. Now we have the Karatbars ecosystem that is, really starting to come about now. It's coming into fruition. It's a full-fledged financial system, and everything is kind of, well, it is backed by gold, okay, which is another disruption in the market. Now, you profit from their system, okay, gold-backed cryptocurrency, ATM transactions, blockchain technology, phones, and more, okay? Now, you can earn a weekly or a monthly or both income from referring others to the company, okay? So what we liked most about Karatbars is that you're not buying a product that you may or may not use, okay? You're simply exchanging your paper currency into gold. The product is gold, okay? It's money, it's real money, it's gold. And that's really what got us. And I thank God that the person that showed us the video, they did. Okay, so I feel like, and Abe feels like also, that this is a once-in-a-life opportunity for us to get in on a ride on the upsurge. If you missed out on Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, all of those companies, you don't have to miss again. Like, this is another one of those opportunities. So you can jump on the bandwagon and get going with this, okay? Every one of Karatbars products are linked to gold, and that's what the company is all about. And it's a huge opportunity to turn your declining dollars into pure Karat gold bullion, 99.9% gold bullion, and make a weekly and monthly income, okay? So the best part and the most unique thing about Karatbars is they are the only company that pays commissions and all the earnings to your beneficiary if, God forbid, something happens to you and you pass away. Now, basically, people always talk about life insurance policies. This is like having a life insurance policy for your family. Your beneficiary keeps getting the earnings and the gold, even if you're not there. This is an awesome program, or this is awesome. And it really shows the heart of the CEO, Harold Seitz, and the company itself. So that was definitely something. When I heard of that, I was just like, that just makes it even better. Okay. So I'm not going to go over like everything in this video, because there's so many different ways that you can profit from being a Karatbars partner. But if you're here watching this and you were told to come here by another affiliate or another business partner, I should say, get back with them after you watch this. And if you're really interested, sign up with them. If you're here because you're on our page, then absolutely sign up with us. So, but that person will give you all the details and everything else that you need to know. Okay, so I just want you to remember something, though, the people that are new here. Karatbars has been around since 2011. Okay, they're worth over $1 billion in assets, and they have no debt. Okay, that is a phenomenal company, and the CEO of the company, Harold Seitz, he is a visionary, and he is making everything he said he wants to make happen is happening. So when you join a company, the biggest thing is you really need to get to know about the company itself, how it's run, who's running it, because that makes that's a huge decision, and you shouldn't take it lightly. And there's so many people that don't join companies because when they look at the company itself, it's a turnoff. So I'm telling you, with this company, you have nothing to worry about. So now for my current Karatbar business partners, this section is going to be for you. I'm going to be talking about some new and exciting happenings within the company, and I'll also give you some information on how to promote your Karatbars business, and let's take that to the next level, okay? So I have I'm sure that a lot of you know, if you went to if you were in Vegas, I should say, you should really know what's going on. But there's a few things that I do want to go over with you just in case. Okay, first off, this is huge because, okay, there's a huge scam going on, okay? And this is really, really important because this is one of the reasons why the coin price went down. I mean, the coin price I think before July 4th, the gold independence, the coin was at 13 cents. Okay, now it's like 4 or 5 cents. It's been hovering like 6. Somebody said it went up to 10, I think, last night. So it's like up and down. So it gains some momentum and then it goes back down. And one of the reasons is because there's a couple of scams. Now, there was that scam out of India that named the coin also KBC. But there's another thing that's going on, which I hope people are aware of, is that online, if you put in Karatbit support, like a phone number, you're going to get a number. And when you call that, they make it sound like they are Karatbit support. They're not. And what's been happening is people have been giving their username and their passwords to these people on the phone. They're going in and they're taking all their coin and they're losing everything. So if you see that, I don't know if it can be taken down, but if you do see that, don't call the number because Karatbit does not have phone support yet. From what I understand, once mainnet happens, which is in September, October, which is their own network, mainnet, you're not going to have to worry about that anymore. And they might even add a phone, but as of right now, there's no phone number. So please tell your people not to call that number because they're going to lose their coins. Apparently, a lot of people are losing their coins, and I'm not laughing about that because it's not funny because a lot of people spent a lot of money on these coins, but they're losing them. So you have to be very vigilant and you have to be very, very careful. In fact, in our team alone, I know a few before this, they lost it from some other scams. And I think they have the India scam also under control now, but it's that Karatbit support that is a big one. Like I said, I don't know if they took it down. It's been going through the groups, but I just don't know if everybody's seen it. So let everybody know. Now, another big thing that's happening that I'm really excited about is the new promotion for the Karatbars K1 Impulse phone. They lowered the price a little bit. I think it's package number 3. I really wish we had the slides because Abe did a beautiful job on all the slides, and it really just it's nice to look at rather than just look at me talking. But the package is, I think it's 2,500 euros. okay? It's 2,500 euros, and you get basically 5,000 euros worth of KCB with this package, plus VIP status. So they lowered the package about $200, and then they added, it was like the package number 4 that they had on the phones a couple of weeks ago. Well, this one now is, I think it's package 3, 2,500 euros. You get 5,000 worth of KCB, and you get VIP status. So that's huge, and it's only till July 18th. So if you know anyone that wants a phone, that's a really good package, and they can get some coin with it too. I'm not going to talk too much about the ATMs because everybody, well, it's not called ATM. It is called, I had to write it down because I have to get used to saying it. They're not ATMs. They are called Cash Gold Exchange Machines, GEMs, okay? Those are really exciting, and I'm glad that they're out, but I'm not really talking about them yet because they look good. But I know that if I go into a shop and I say, hey, you want to get one of these GEMs, and go into the whole thing, they're going to have questions like, what percentage do they get back, like what they earn. And if I can't answer that, I'm not going to go into the store and talk about it. So I would suggest holding off. You can maybe show pictures of it to them and kind of maybe get them excited. But if you know anybody that owns a store, I want to have all the facts. And it's the same thing with the K Merchant. It's another great thing. It's going to be great for merchants because there's no fees. But until I have all the information, I don't want to talk about it. So that's why I'm not doing videos on it. I'm not really talking about it, just because if you don't have all the info, it's kind of stupid to do that. Now, moving right along, marketing your Karatbars business. Okay, this is a big thing. We want as many of our Karatbars team to earn 6 figures or more. So listen up, okay? I'm finding that, okay, when I say this, I mean it with love, but I'm finding that a lot of people make this really, really hard, okay? This business is the simplest business you'll ever find online. It is. Hands down, it is so simple. So please don't make it complicated, because I really feel like people make it so complicated that they actually screw themselves, because they make it so complicated and then they're trying to explain it to someone else, and then that person is completely confused, and then they kind of just walk away. So please don't do that, okay? You're offering, everybody wants a bright future, okay, for themselves, and you're offering protection for their money, basically, for their real money, and a chance to make a great living. So that's why if you're encountering real objections from people that you talk to, then ask them to research it and get back with you. You don't need to push money and freedom to people. If you feel like you have to work that hard, then don't, because it really is that simple, okay? And if people really want it, they'll get back to you. They're going to research it, because they're going to do it. They're going to do that anyway online. They're going to research it anyway. But don't make it so simple. It's just a matter of them taking some of their cash that's losing in value and changing it into gold, okay, and then saving it in gold for a hedge against inflation. So basically, they're just taking some of their currency and getting real money, which is gold. It is really that simple. And I'm just finding that when I listen to people, because I ask people, so what did you tell them? And they tell me what they tell them. That's why I'm like, all right. So that's why they're not really listening to you, because you're giving them information that they don't need to know. I'm finding people are talking, like before July 4th, Gold Independence, people were talking about KBC. It's like, why are you bringing up KBC? Yes, they are going to find it. You can say that was the coin last year that was an ICO. It's on the exchanges now. But now we have KCB, which is the new coin that's on ICO, and then you can maybe get into a little bit, but these are the ones that are available right now with the packages. You kind of want to make it simple. When you start going off about banks and all this, you're completely confusing them. You're opening up to more questions, and a lot of people don't really know how to answer those questions, and it's creating more of an issue, okay? That's it, bottom line. I ask people, I know, I get their information, I already know what they did to kind of, they kind of like kill the deal with that. So don't go, keep it simple. Very, very, like in sales, I don't know if any of you are in sales, but there was a thing called KISS, keep it simple, stupid, okay? Keep it simple. KISS, okay? You want to make it real simple. So I don't want to keep hammering that, but I just want everybody to realize that. So I want to give you a few ways that you can promote your Karatbars business and grow your business fast, okay? So there are 3 methods that you can use to promote your Karatbars business, okay? There's offline. Now, if you really understand the value of what Karatbars offers to the general public, there shouldn't be a problem sharing this information with people you know, okay? And I highly recommend that. And I've said this before, a list of, like, write down a list of people that you know. Even if you don't think they're going to be interested, write them on the list anyway, family members. And I know people have done this and kind of screwed up because they didn't make it simple. But write all those people down. Don't prejudge, okay? Because we have some team members, and this is all they do. They work it offline. They know people with businesses. They go in and they talk to them. They educate themselves first. Now, online in Karatbars, in the download section, there's brochures that you can either show people online, or you can maybe take it to a printer or make your own, print something up. It's not really expensive anymore like it used to be, because online offers a lot of options. You send them what you want, and they'll make it into a sheet for you, and you can fold it a certain way. Have something ready to hand people, okay? Make sure your number is on there. You can print it out and leave it with them. These are absolutely ways that you can, get people to listen to you, to talk to you, okay? Maybe contact you later, okay? Another great thing that you can do offline, I'm still doing offline, is, I've talked about this before, meetup.com. They're all over the world, okay? If you go to meetup.com, okay, and you put in your area, it'll show you all the different meetup groups in your area. It goes by city, and it is all over the world. It is in probably some of the remote places. I was actually kind of surprised, but they're there, and it's all kind of internet marketing, network marketing, MLM, anything. There's so many other things too, not just that, but there's crypto groups. You can even, like, once you kind of get the workings of it, you can even start a group yourself. And an email goes out, and if people can show up, they show up. You can set the place. I notice a lot of people here, like in the Austin area, we're in Texas, they do it in restaurants or bars, I guess, where it's, it's less crowded. And during the week, it's not as crazy. So, I mean, that's up to you, but that's another option, okay? Another thing that a lot of people, especially, now I thought of this because I used to do, Abe and I used to do door-to-door sales. We actually used to sell cell phones door to door. Isn't that funny? AT&T. But especially with the K merchant accounts, if you go to your, some places it's called a county clerk's office, some places it's called a town hall, you can go there and you can get, for free, they don't charge you, a listing of all of the new businesses in that area, okay? I'm going to tell you right now, merchant companies like merchant banks, they do this. They have their people, they call up and they get a listing, or they have it automatically sent to them. Because if you're a new business, you're going to realize, like, within the first 2 weeks of being open, you're going to get all these offers for credit cards, and that's what these are the merchant companies. So for the K merchant system, like, once we get more info, if you go to your town hall or your county clerk's office and you get a listing of all the newer businesses, you can absolutely approach them. Businesses, especially when they're new, they are much more aggressive. They want the best deal for themselves. And I'm going to tell you something. Merchant accounts are really, really expensive. Okay, it's anywhere from 3 to 6% fees. PayPal is 5%. If you have a PayPal business account, it's 5% fees. I don't know for Apple Pay. I don't know what the fees are for those, but I know there's a fee. With the K merchant, for the merchant himself, there's no fee. Okay, that is a great selling point. But again, I want all of the answers to these questions first before I promote it. But you can get ready by going down there and getting all this information ready, getting your brochures ready, because boom, in a month or so, when everything starts, you want to be the first one out there, okay? And you should also do that for the ATMs. Get like a brochure made, have it ready. There are some areas like here, they don't really like you to go into the businesses. So get the addresses. Like Texas, they're kind of funny like that. They don't want solicitors, but get the phone numbers. I can get a listing of all the businesses in this area, I found out. and I'll mail them. It's worth it for me. Direct mailing is another way. It is absolutely worth it, because even if you mail out 200 and you get, say, 20%, that's 20, what is that? That's 20 businesses. Come on, guys, that's residual income off the ATM. So now online is a whole other animal. It's completely different, obviously, from offline, because people don't know you. You're not the face-to-face thing. So if you want to reach the masses with online marketing, there's different ways that you can do it. So just make sure that you have a good web page or a personal branding site ready before you start promoting. Now, I'm not selling anything. If you need something like that, just let me know. You know, you can message. Actually, you can message Abe regarding that. But just have to take a minute. Now, if you are doing online stuff, okay, you want a good funnel. You have to find a good place for a mailing. But this is the thing, guys. Okay, if you can do that, and that's fine. There's other ways too. It's called inbound. You have to be kind of active on social media. And one of the biggest things is, and I'm going to go further into this on Monday for the next topic, but people are afraid to do videos, like YouTube videos or even live videos on Facebook and talk about Karatbars. I don't know why people just don't want to do that, but that is a great way to get over a hump, to come out of your box, okay? So for instance, you know, you always hear about these people, they're doing videos and you're watching, and you're like, why are they doing this topic? Because they're doing a challenge, they're challenging themselves. Some of them are 21-day challenges, some of them are 7-day challenges. I would suggest, if you're new to it, do like a 7-day challenge with yourself, because you got to get out of the box. You kind of have to cross that line, and pick a good subject and talk about it on your channel, okay? On your Facebook page, because it is a great way to come out of the box, get really good at doing videos, because that is the way to actually have people gravitate towards you. So, you know, that's my suggestion. You don't have to do it, but you know, you really need to do that just to be seen out there, okay? But going back to, you know, you have to have a really good funnel, because you want to bring people in, okay? So you want them to sign up with you, so they'll sign up, and then you'll have the autoresponder messages following up, and that's great. But you have to have a really good, like a business page or a personal branding site to send them to, because I'm going to be honest with you, okay? People are going to see you, okay? They're going to see your offer about Karatbars, right? And then they're going to go online. They're not going to sign up yet, okay? Then they're going to go online, and they're going to do a search for Karatbars, and they're going to get like the top 5 or 10 people in the company. It's just the way it is. It is just the way it is. I know it's you know, it happens to everyone, whatever niche they're in. Okay, and they're going to look at those 5, 10, and they're going to look at they're going to have some videos. They're going to have a really good website with a lot of information. Guess what? They're going to go with that person. Okay, like they saw you, but 9 times out of 10, they're going to go with that person, because they're going to think, well, that person has a better presence online. They kind of look like a leader. So it's really, really important to have all of your ducks in a row before you really start promoting Karatbars, okay? So like if you want to do the online thing, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you, it's the truth, and that's just the way it is. People do that. They're going to do research, because everything's very transparent now online. So you want to brand yourself. What I'm trying to say is brand yourself the best way that you can, and have a great site where people can go and look at it and say, oh, wow, you know, this person knows what she's talking about, or he's talking about. You know, they have a lot of education in this. You know, I'm going to go with them. You're going to, you know, you want to be seen as a leader, basically, online. So that's a big thing. And, you know, like I said, if you, some people have shown interest in that. If you are interested in that, then, you know, talk to Abe about that. But I just want to go over the offline stuff. Remember, I don't know if anybody's done this, but all the big companies, all the big merchant banks do this. Go to the town hall, go to the county clerk's office. Here it's town hall, but in New York it was county clerk, I don't know. But you can really get a lot of information. You can get new businesses. You can get businesses in every kind of category. You can get all this information, and it's free. It's at the town hall. And for the ATMs, you got to look what's going to be great. Gas stations or convenience stores, right? Because I'm doing that here. That's what I'm going to be doing. I'm getting, I'm on Karatbars. They give you the brochures to use. Like I said, ordering them from Karatbars is expensive, or printing them up exactly that way. But you can sort of maybe design it yourself and print it up where it's a little bit cheaper. And again, online, you can get it a lot cheaper. I'll look for some sites to suggest to you. But that's what I wanted to talk with you guys today about as far as marketing Karatbars. And again, we're going to be doing this Monday through Friday. I'm hoping to have the slides ready so you have something really nice to look at, because Abe did a beautiful job on the slides, and I'm kind of mad that it's not working, but we'll figure it out. It's just a technical issue. And of course, it always has to happen on the first video, but I want to get this, I want to really get this moving, bring more people on if you know people that need help, because Karatbars is a really great company, and we need to get people motivated to get the ATMs out there. If you have new people that you're bringing in that just signed up and haven't done anything, bring them on one of these. I promise you we'll have the slides next time. But does anybody have any questions right now? Since we're here, I forgot to say that at the end, I wanted to answer any questions, like have a huge Q&A. Well, I mean, a lot of you know me, so I mean, if you can't think of anything right now, just instant message me, or you know where to find me. Some of you even have my phone number. So, so I just wanted to, again, I hope this helps. It's our first live training. Abe said if there's any questions, he can answer it. Thanks, Abe. So I hope you all have a great weekend. Okay, again, I'm around if you want to instant message me or get me on the phone, wherever you are, email us, get a hold of Abe. That's fine. He'll answer any questions that you have. But so I want to thank you for joining me. Like I said, I didn't want to keep this too long because I know everyone's busy. So please get in touch with me, and I will talk to you soon. And don't forget, it's going to be Monday through Friday at 2 o'clock Central Time, 3 Eastern, or 12 Pacific Time. And then for those of you that are in other countries, you're going to have to figure out the time there. But Monday, we're going to talk about something. I'm going to go through the whole thing real quick. But when we get to the marketing, it's going to be really good. And we're going to like really pick it apart and talk about certain things that you can do. So I already have some subjects for next week. So please join me. Oh, thank you, Tom. You guys are like my cheerleader. I love you. Thank you. So thank you. So listen, have a really good weekend. And again, you know where to reach me. If you know anyone that needs a little guidance, you can have them watch this. I think I'm going to be putting this on Begin Goal TV too, which is our YouTube channel. So we're going to have it everywhere, and it's obviously going to be here. So thank you, and I promise Monday it'll be with slides and a lot nicer. Have a great weekend, guys.